Alright guys, so welcome to Playing in the Kitchen with V. I'm going to give you my little secret on my husband's favorite dessert. FYI, don't worry about calories, don't worry about fat, don't worry about cholesterol. All of that just went right out the window. So, what I have here, and any donuts will work. And I hate to say this, but you can even go get Walmart's donuts, Kroger's donuts, any brand of a glazed donut. You don't have to worry about if it's the best donut in the world, because I can tell you this, me and my husband, we search for the best donut because I like a light, fluffy texture, buttery. So anyway, I will tell you, King's in Middlesbrough. King's in Middlesbrough is great, fantastic. But King's in London is where it's at. They've got the donut dough down to an art. And I have I'll go ahead and show you this big Ollie. Here, my little, what are you doing, Ollie? What are you doing? You want to get in this video, you worry about these donuts. That's what he's worried about. Ollie, Mommy ain't going to put up with it now. Alright, so I'm going to try to get in here and show you. And not show you my laundry room. So anyway, so I have 3-day-old donuts. Okay? And this is what we're going to do our fried donuts with. They still have glaze on them. This is a cinnamon bun or cinnamon roll. This is from Middlesbrough. This is from they had new owners take over, and their donuts are still good. Not as good as they were, but, you know, new owners, new recipes. So you're going to take butter. Just depends on how much butter you want. Cast iron skillet, whatever skillet you got. I'm going to sit here and melt this butter down. Alright, now that I've got my skillet hot, which is a little bit, I'm going to say, close to high, I'm going to cut it down. Put it in the middle to middle heat. Alright, so I'm going to melt it pretty good till it, you know, it's about like that. You got some butter floating around in the plate, right? Yeah. So, I am going to take the donut. I preferably like to put them on their tops first. Because what happens is that glaze that's left on them, of course, the older they are, the more that glaze kind of goes down in them and it kind of just disappears. I'm going to sneak right over here and get a plate. So, we'll sit right here and we're just going to let this cast iron warm up this donut. So, and yes, if my mom was watching, she's going to say, you don't be needed eating donuts. I know, like I said, I'm a big girl and I love donuts and I love bread and I love just all that good stuff that I know I shouldn't be eating. Let me tell you, it's hard. Especially when you marry a man that loves food and loves pretty much the same types of foods. No kidding. And so I am on a kick of eating better, and you can hear them starting to sizzle a little bit, but I am on a kick of eating better and eating smaller portions, eating healthier. So I've come to the conclusion that, except for tonight, when I make cinnamon rolls or, you know, these big containers of baked yummies, cookies, cakes, and stuff, I'm going to start taking it and donating it to a neighbor, to my office where I used to work, Barville Family Health or Access Family Health. I'm going to donate to those guys and let them try it. It'll be a good snack for them, a lunch or whatever, and that way I'm not the one that's eating it, because I don't need the calories. My mouth loves it though. Alright, so if we had smell-o-vision, oh my goodness, you could smell the goodness up in here. So I like checking mine as I go too. And so when this starts melting, what's going to happen is that sugar's going to come off into my pan with my butter. And it will start caramelizing. So you have a lot of caramelized sugar on this. Now, honestly, the fresher your donut is, actually, the better it may very well be, just because you've got more sugar that's left on top. Because a lot of donuts, depending on what type of glaze they use, the glaze will actually, or shall I say the donut will absorb, okay, the actual glaze. Most, or some donuts will absorb some, but will not absorb all of it. These is absorbed just about all of it, but like I said, they're 3 days old. I'm not expecting a whole lot. But my goal is, what we're going to do here is I'm going to fry these donuts in butter, and we're going to put a scoop of vanilla ice cream on it. I know my old boss, Richard Carter, would love these, but I also will tell you he's a health fanatic now, so he probably wouldn't eat it. But talking about the fried donuts, the best thing is too, and if you ever get a chance, you have to try one. It's close to a fried donut, but it's actually better. Okay, they take a big honey bun, and by the way, did you know London, Kentucky is the honey bun capital of the United States? It's something to be proud of, Kentucky, in my opinion, because I love my honey buns. But anyway, you take a big honey bun, not a small one, and you get them at fairs, but you're going to dip it in a batter and deep fry it till it's golden brown delicious. And then what actually ends up happening is the inside gets oh so warm and gooey, so gooey. It is so delicious, and they sprinkle more powdered sugar on it. Most places do at these fairs, but yeah, it's delicious, delicious. So I'm gonna step over here. Oh, let's see if I've got any ice cream left from the other bite. My good buddies Laura and Berry cup. We made Japanese hibachi the other night, and they brought dessert, and it was delicious with a razzle dazzle berry pie, maybe. Oh yeah, let's just let that sit there for a second. Let me grab a scooper. But typically, you know, the fresher the donut, if it's a day old, it's still going to be great if it's 1 day old fried. I will say that the donut may not be as good by the 3rd day, but you certainly don't have to throw them away. They're still going to taste really good. At 3 day old, they probably just ain't going to be a softer gooey on the inside because they've dried out a little bit. That's really going to be the issue, that and not enough glaze left on it. Now what I try to do is try my best not to burn these. Oliver, my doggy likes to be mean. Yes, when he gets in trouble, I call him by his full name, and it's Oliver. So, now I've got to try this honey bun, or cinnamon roll as I call it, because I am a cinnamon roll girl. I am a honey bun, cinnamon. Again, I'm going to lay it on its face. But anyway, again, this is not about being healthy. This is about taking care of what your belly, what your tummy's wanting. And so, just going to let that sit right there for a second. while these are warm, I'm going to go ahead and put a scoop of ice cream on them. Did I say I was scratching eating healthy tonight? Yeah. Alright, so we've about got this one melted down really good. And you can see the vanilla bean ice cream actually starting to melt on the donut. But this way too, you're not losing what you paid for. You know, because like us, we bought donuts and we thought we would eat a couple, but we actually ended up leaving 6 that we brought home. We bought a 6-pack. We ended up leaving 6 in the microwave, and they were, because this is where I keep my bread. Okay, because my little Ollie dog likes to get into stuff a lot. He's a 4-year-old all the time. All the time. Now, when it's for me, I don't care so much if it gets a little brown. I'm not as So if this was fresher, this donut and cinnamon roll would actually go down a little bit. That's how I know it's going to be a little dry, but it will still be tasty. So, again, you know, make it. It's easy to make. Make it. Tell me if you liked it. If you changed something, you know, put it in the comments. Let me see what you guys are doing. Again, don't worry about calories or fat or cholesterol, okay? Forget it. If you've liked this video, give me a like and subscribe. I will be putting out more video. My goal is weekly. So keep in check. Also, if you would, please make sure you actually like the video, because if you don't like my video, then I don't ever get to stay in the algorithm that gets me seen by other people looking for videos of this nature. So thank you so very, very much for playing in the kitchen with V. I appreciate you guys. And go out and buy some donuts, some vanilla ice cream and some butter, and let's fry some donuts. Ciao, guys.